YouTube. Woo! Thanks. Great visit. Speed bump's back. Doesn't look like we left anything. I don't think. No. Okay, I think we're good. Signed the book. Cleaned up the fire pit. Yeah, it's a little smoky, but we're okay. It's all wet. And we're going to try to make it 11, no problem, to the next one. And it should be an easy day, but you never know. You never know out here on the AT. Sometimes you wake up sick. Sometimes you don't get sleep. Sometimes you don't feel like hiking. That was yesterday for me. Thinking about that guy up there, Blue Plate, who's feeling a little shitty today, but he's carrying on. So that's what you gotta do. Flip on your favorite tunes and get back on trail and keep going, because that's what you gotta do. You gotta finish the trail. But if sickness proceeds, you need to take a break, and we'll see how he feels. Maybe he'll be fine. I'm keeping my fingers crossed, because he's a good hiking partner. Keeps this old guy on his toes. All right, I'll catch up. We're headed out of Hexacube down the path to Hexacube, which is rather steep, by the way. But good news is light pack. Bad news is light pack. Light pack means I need to get some resupply. I got maybe one more meal on the fuel. And I've been cooking in the fire, so toasting the bottom of my little pot up full of gooky, tarry junk, but it works. And there's plenty of firewood in these woods, as you can see. So today is the last day of September, and you're probably getting this maybe a month or a month and a half after. Thanks for your patience with watching. If you've been watching, I'm way behind. It's just not easy. You can't really hike up and down mountains all day and then get content together very easily. So I've been making a conscious choice, I think, really, just to make sure I'm paying attention to myself and how I'm feeling. And I've got a bunch stacked up, and they're in partial edit mode, so I appreciate your patience. I will try to get those up there together faster, and some more material so you can see what's going on. And hope you're enjoying it. The views are going to get slimmer and different, more placid as we go, because the highlights are almost over. I mean, not so much to say the highlights of this trail is all about the views, because it's not. There's more to it than that. But the views are going to be stepping down because we're getting into flatter territory, and that's a good thing, because that means that I can get some more miles possibly up, and get this trip done before I run out of money. All right. Have a great day. I'll catch up. Beautiful brook in the morning. It is. That is cool. We just walked past it, and now we're like, there's a cave in there. That's cool.
I'm going to check it out.
Are you?
Yeah. Doesn't really go back any.
Oh, it doesn't? Careful.
No.
It's cool though.
Just a gnarly guillotine.
Rock slide from heck up right above it.
Bunch of holes in the ground though. Can't trust any step.
Cool. Taking the jacket off. Okay, first view of the day. Holy hell, I hear. And then, wow, look at the fall colors. How beautiful. Oh my gosh, how beautiful. Come on, son, peek out just a little bit. Just warm up those colors for us a little bit. Come on. You can do it. How beautiful. Welcome to fall, peeps. Geez, it's probably going to be winter by the time I get home. But hey,
Yeah.
living my best life, like my kiddos say. Out here on the Appalachian Trail. Looks like we got a nice day. Hopefully we're not going to get a lot of rain. Check out the views of the mountains in the background. Gonna zoom in for you. Looks like a rock slide over there with all those pine trees. Or maybe it's just that's the way the pines grow up along the ridge and then the deciduous trees are below it. You see what I'm talking about? That dark pocket?
Yeah. There's another couple over on.
Yeah, I see the ridge line over there too. Cool.
Huh. Wonder what's up in the clouds. Wonder if that's Smart's Mountain.
I bet it is.
Looks steep.
So yeah, there's where we're climbing up today. That's Smart's Mountain. Not too bad. We get to walk through the foliage. The fall foliage. We got to try to make 11. But you got to take a minute to gawk at and stop and look. Not walk and gawk, but stop and look. It's such beauty. I mean, when's the chance I'm going to be here again? I don't know. So beautiful. It reminds me of Natalie's spinach cheese squares.
You're hot.
I am hungry. All right, we want 1.3. No big thing. Keep going. Across the dirt road. Actually, it's gravel. Blue Plate doesn't like the way they call these dirt roads gravel, or gravel roads dirt roads.
False advertising.
It's false advertising, right? Oh, now we're on the
J Trail.
J Trail. That's what it says. Smart shelter, 4.2. 4.2 to the summit, 4.1? 4.1. Somebody made a correction, who knows? 4, let's call it 4.
4 1/4.
Other side. Get some water. Beautiful. This is the second time on trail. First time was Davenport Gap Shelter. And I was just talking about morels back then. Just now, no longer than how long ago, Blue Plate?
30 seconds, a minute.
1 minute ago, I stood there, I said, you'll look up, and anywhere between 10 and 20 feet up in the air, or even closer, you'll see a fresh sprout of lion's mane. And then look, we turn the corner, he says, what's that on the tree? And there it is. There is a fresh bloom of boar's tooth, which is Horiculum, lion's mane family. And we're gonna eat some. I'm gonna take some because it's super fresh. And we'll try it out. Hopefully I'll remember to get it on video. Right. That is either boar's tooth or lion's mane, but it is a Horiculum fungus and the family is edible. So there you go. So it's absolutely fresh. It is a fresh bloom, and we will be getting some butter and having some lobster in the woods, bro. And there's how I cut it off, my Dixie knife. Just a good looking head of Horiculum. They'll grow another head. This tree, it's got one up there. I don't know if you can see it, but it's up there. But this one's a good one. And it's gonna serve us well for some brain food. This stuff is good for your brain. Horiculum. If you know the exact variety, let me know, but I think it's boar's tooth. We'll look it up. Check it out. That is not a white blaze that somebody painted. That's the white blaze that the trail magic provided after we took the fruit of the trail. Awesome. There, top of Mount Smuts. There we go. 4 miles to the Lime Road. That's where I'm going to resupply. Just came from 5.3, and there's a privy this way too. But more importantly, there's something interesting. We should be able to spot it in its sack. There it is. It's a water tower or watchtower. Pretty cool. I want to check it out. That was in good condition. Check it out. Out of all the windows in the watchtower, which we can see around 360 views and hear the wind whistling. There's one broken pane right here. And that's the one where we can go, ooh, boy, that's far down. There's my pack. Yeah. And that's where you get no interference on your views. Beautiful. A little chilly up here, windy too. Wish the sun would come out. But it's not raining, so that's good. Oh yeah, you can feel the wind and it's shaking this thing a little bit. No, it's not. It is just a little bit. It's kind of sketch, just a smidge. But I don't know. I'd feel safe enough spending the night up here if I had to. Yep, pretty neat. Wow, there's even a roof edge. Not that you'd want to go up there for anything, but yeah, it's a little cold.
Yeah.
There's the little warden's building down there. It's a shelter for hikers. Kind of cool. No props to the people who leave trash or leave the graffiti. I'm not even gonna let people see what your name is on the graffiti. I'm just gonna show you lamos all over. You gotta feel special, huh? Sad story. Ice Cream Man passed away in May, Bill Ackerley. Thanks, Bill, for all your trail magic over the years. Sorry we missed you. We'll see you in the great trails in the sky, brother.
Tribe also stiff of Lonesome Lake Hut. Your total.
That's Quintown Trail 2.9, Daniel Doan Trail 2 somewhere, water, and a ranger cabin that we kind of checked out and had some hot lunch at. Now we're going back on the trail. We're going to get into town. And yeah, get a couple things if they got some things to get. And then get back on the trail.
Yep.
Not that way. Southbound mile 420. Cool, ain't it? So this is cool. We're around the ridge and down the hill from the tower. You see that top of that hill? Check it out. I'm gonna zoom in. See that little thing sticking up on there? That's the tower we were in. See, it's all tiny up there now. That's what happens when you hike. You get from one point to another and you're like, oh man, I was up there. I remember what it looked like. Yep. And the picture out from that window, I'm pretty sure was over this valley right here. The one that we're looking at in front of us. Fall coming in on the Appalachian Trail. Chasing fall, running from winter. Okay, another good view. Check it out. Look at that. It's like a funeral monument. AT, 1,730 miles. It's engraved in granite, looks like a tombstone.
That's a lot of miles to go. Shit. 412 says on this side.
And I got, it says 412 on that side?
Yeah.
1730 south. No, I got less than that. A lot less. Son, can you do the math? 412 this way? No, you can't do the math without knowing how far Pine Grove Furnace is away. So I have to look that up by loading several maps. But I'm not really worried about it. Just got to keep hiking. Yep. Hike on. Big old quartzite slab. Big. Nice little waterfall. You could sleep underneath this thing. More walls. More than likely property barriers, I would imagine, from farmers clearing their fields. Using them, carting them back up the hill and making a wall out of them to say, hey, this is where my property starts and yours ends. Way back in the day, before this was donated or acquired. That's what my guess is. If you know any better, let me know. It's a long wall. Just following the trail, and we've been crossing, I don't know, six or seven of them today in southern New Hampshire. So it's probably property barriers. That's what they said in some of the other states, Tennessee and Georgia. So I would imagine it's something similar. Okay, we came from Smarts Mountain, 5.9 on the Skyway Trail, also known as the EAT. And now we're at the intersection of Dorchester and Grafton Turnpike. Try to get into town here, get some food, maybe fuel. If not, just food, maybe some beer, but food for sure. Yep. All right, Trapper John shelter, 0.3, hopefully not. And yeah, we came from Smarts and Hexacuba today, 11.2. We did 11.2, baby. Plus the 0.2, and then into town too. We're probably 12, no problem. That's better than usual, especially with the sick boy up there. And I got 3 pounds. I got 1.5 pounds, pound 0.33 ground beef, and a whole onion, 3 beers, and probably not the right resupply, but I'm gonna be eating that stuff at the shelter. And there is a warning, there's a bear in the area. So hopefully my cheeseburgers aren't going to attract the bear. I bet they will. Looks like a food hang night, just to be safe. So, all right, here we go. Tonight, burgers, sauteed onions, and beers. And hopefully no bears. Here's the fireplace at this place. It's like what's left of an old fireplace of a cabin, giant cabin. It's no longer here with the burgers.